Previously on Dungeons and Discourse. The boys dream more about their childhood, and someone sabotages my livelihood.
You're heading towards the town of Leylon, and during the day it's a hustle and bustle market town. Very different from the nightlife sort of an aspect. Nighttime seems like the taverns are the only thing that are open. Now everything's open. The streets are full of people. The fisheries are alive with barter. The market stalls are filled with shouting and hustling. The taverns are the only things that aren't quite open just yet. And travellers are arriving with their wares for trade. They don't tend to sell themselves. They tend to trade for things that they need for on the road. So they don't tend to use money as far as trading objects for objects. As you head into town, you see a few new faces hanging around out the front of the Resplendent Loot, one of the first buildings that you can see, along with a couple of familiar performers and locals to Leylon, still yet to gain their tickets. They're all waiting for the doors to open, sort of enthusiastically. A bunch of musicians are a mix match of a group. They all seem keen to sign up and acquire accommodations for the chance to get the ticket to the Big Smoke. You overhear part of the convo as you guys are sort of strolling on past. So, no offense, but let's hope one of us locals will finally get in this time. Like, it's been a while since one of our own have made it to Waterdeep. Lately, it just seems like the outsiders are the only ones getting the ticket. As you walk past, the talk sort of starts to die down as they notice you guys. And a few of the performers are pointing you out.
Real loud and interrupt. They're like, yeah, you're right, locals, this guy put on an awesome performance last night.
They're all like talking to each other and like kind of looking in your direction, pointing. They're like,
I'll pat Snacks on the back and be like, you're too good for him, mate.
Okay,
3 seconds.
we heard you guys caused a bit of a ruckus last night.
Yeah, his performance was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah. There was that, but then there was...
Yeah, his performance was awesome.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. It was just a really good song twice. I got an encore.
Oh, so you guys didn't get banned from the Resplendent Loot for life?
No idea what you're talking about, mate.
What do you mean?
And the other musicians that aren't locals that have just arrived are like, what? Are you serious? Banned for life? What the hell did they do?
Oh, see guys, they're talking about those dickweeds last night who were bullying all the patrons. You know, those guys that we stood up to.
The guys that we dead set like necked on.
Yeah.
Those super weak dudes that like backed down the moment the fight got real.
Yeah, we just left them in the dust. Those guys, alright, now we know what you're talking about.
Those little rich entitled brats. That's right.
The ones that we beat even though I didn't have the hand axe that I have at my side today.
Yeah.
Those pussies?
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Well, you guys said it. Like, we're not... No, we're not talking about like that. You guys said that.
So then you must be talking about my performance. Yes, it was good. Thank you.
All right.
And as we turn and walk away, I'm gonna chuck them like a biscuit that I cooked, and I'm gonna turn to these guys like, I burnt that one.
Undercooked it.
It's like the Rafa Bailey. Not good food.
One of the performers catches the biscuit, just like looks at it confused and like...
Breaks his teeth.
This looks very unhappy with the quality. It's a real burn. All right, so you guys head towards the market district. You're seeing a lot of people looking in your directions. A few are even like blatantly pointing you guys out as they chatter amongst themselves in hushed tones. Seems the events of last night did not go unnoticed, and though this really probably doesn't surprise all three of you, not a lot happens in a town with a population of less than 300 people. And if it does, everyone knows about it very quickly.
Seems like we're the talk of the town, lads.
Nice. This is as bad as that time that I got naked in the Resplendent Loot and started waving my dick around.
I just hope.
It's a wonder we didn't get banned then.
I just really hope the master doesn't hear about this. I'll be doing drills for months if he does.
I think we'll be fine, cliche.
So there's a guy, and he's sweeping up the remains of what looks like a fish market stand, which has just been demolished to ground level. And the stands are nothing too crazy. It's just usually a bench with a little bit of a covering over the top, but there's nothing left of this thing. It's just rubble. And he's sort of sweeping it up, and he sees you three and immediately just throws his stuff down. He's in gumboots and overalls, really sort of scrubby looking dude. He has a massive bandage kind of covering from his forehead all the way back around his head. Very, very fresh looking, still spots of blood showing through the bandage. And he's like, hey, you three. And as he rushes straight over to you guys. His face has a couple of lacerations that are kind of going across that seem to have healed up, and the rest of his head is completely taped up.
What's his name? I feel like I'd have a good relationship with the fishmongers and the.
Yeah. So this is Bob the fisherman.
Bob. Yeah. Bob, how you doing?
Look, I'm doing okay, guys. Like, look, I don't know how you guys managed to do what you guys did last night. That's pretty heroic.
On the contrary, I think it was pretty easy.
I'm just not a big fan of cables, to be fair.
Standing up to the Hindersons like that?
They're pretty awful people, man. Sometimes you gotta stand up for your bros.
One of them farted.
He sort of giggles and immediately tries to stifle the giggle and like looks around a little worried. He's like, okay, I got out of this fairly easy. A couple of days and I'll be back up and running, but just gotta go out and catch a few more fish, build another stall.
Did
and
the Hendersons do this to you?
Of course they did. You don't think there's going to be repercussions after...
Is that why my farm is covered in fish guts?
Oh, no, they didn't. Look,
cool.
Snacks, I'm sorry. If it was...
We're cool, honey.
I'm sorry, man. I knew they stole my fish, but I thought they might have been eating it. It's a shame that it's... What did they do?
Alright, new plan.
They just covered my crops with rotten fish, so they must have left it out in the sun a fair bit.
That's a waste. Look, I don't know how you guys managed to do it, but you're kind of heroes. Like, doing what you did, stepping in.
They're kind of
with the
dicks.
Hendersons.
We just did what anyone would do in this situation, Bob. And I hand him out some of the jars of the jars of fish that Snacks did. He's like, Snacks made these up this morning. Why don't you take them, sell them, try and make some money to fix your shop.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I also appreciate you guys stepping in last night.
We're just standing up for the little guys.
That was crazy.
Brady.
Right. Man,
I'm the tallest of us.
Yeah, I know.
for that ceviche you gave me the other day, I would do anything for you, sir.
Well, that's no worries. I mean, I might catch something soon again. We'll see how we go.
Hey, Snacks. I know we said we were gonna build a dam and help you out. I still want to do that. But I think we should get back at the Hendersons for this.
This is the point of building the dam.
No, I think we should mess with their water, not just take it.
But then, okay, so
Let's take theirs, and then what they have left over. Do you have anything we can, like, use to kill crops?
I have psychedelic mushrooms.
That's way better. The last of the water to go down to the Hendersons.
we infuse.
Yeah. So that's our afternoon plan, but
cool.
I have to get medicine for the master.
I can reduce it into an oil.
DM, I don't know what you had planned for the rest of the session,
It's
but
done.
it's prank time.
It's all over now.
Fuck the Hindersons.
Look, you guys getting banned from the Resplendent Loot? That's pretty intense.
He'll lift it. We did good.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Ever.
Yeah, but no one's ever seen anyone neck the Hendersons like we did.
Or land on stage on their knees and then give the best performance the Resplendent Loot's ever seen.
True.
I've been on my knees on stage plenty of times.
And that's why I'm always asking for an encore.
Cliche laughs knowing that he's been training for years and has no experience in sexual manners. Every anime character ever.
So, look, the Hendersons are just bullies. And, look, the owner's just scared. He'll get around.
I don't know. He's from the Big Smoke. You know, they have a little bit of a different standard to us out-of-towners.
I'll just offer to cook for him for a couple weeks and he'll let us back in.
Yeah.
He is a big fan of you.
He is a big fan.
I mean, you pay for everything.
That might be able to swim. I don't know. Look, in the meantime, there's always the Stonehill Tavern, or there's the Stonehill Tavern. But you know, they take performers. You're not going to get your ticket there, Snacks, but it's something. You know, good practice, I suppose, if anything else.
Check in there before we. Well, actually,
I say the dam is more important.
well, we're gonna get the master's medicine.
Yeah.
so I don't get in trouble.
Look,
And
thanks
maybe
again,
check the
guys.
mail.
Like, if there's ever anything I can do to help you guys out, I'm all there.
No. If
right.
there's anything that we can do for you, Bob, just
Let us know if the Hindersons give you more grief. This is not acceptable. Do you have any of those like healing things? You gave us scones last night.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have?
As you're rifling through your possessions, he sort of looks past you guys at the entrance to Leylon, and immediately he's like, head down, and just like runs off to his stall as
I'm reaching into my bag,
I had pranks
I'll look
planned.
around.
as he sort of begins to sweep up his storefront and look busy as if he wasn't standing right next to you guys. As the Hindersons roll into town on one of their carts drawn by a horse.
Hey, Bailey. Make another fart.
How far away are they?
They're pretty far at the moment. They're like a good, I don't know, 100 feet away as they're sort of rolling in from the front. You guys have already walked past the resplendent loot near the front of town and are now in the market district.
Okay. Let me know when they're about 30
Wait.
feet away.
All right.
Guys, I
You're going
think
to
we
prepare
should
something?
stick to the prank plan because I do have to get the master his medicine. He's actually not looking very well today. So,
Okay, that's a good idea. I think maybe we should lay low until we'll get that done.
Okay.
About our time. I will take out a nice vegan cheese made out of snack soybeans. So I'll just sort of sleight of hand it to Bob.
All right,
It's like a
give me
little healing thing.
Give me a bit of a stealth on that one, just so that. Well, sleight of hand, actually, of course, but
yeah, it's exactly sleight of
yeah,
hand.
sleight of hand. As you sort of try to do it without
Yeah, I
the
imagine this
Hendersons
food-loving
kind of.
hobbit's probably got the best sleight of hand in the world.
7.
All right.
Not the best.
I don't necessarily
everything else
really
on-
want to hide it, but if I
Yeah.
could, it would have been good.
It would have been more helpful for him. He kind of like, what are you doing?
It's more for like
Grabs
Bob's
it and
sake.
sort of, thank you.
Well, you got it, man.
Quickly-
You tried.
Sort of tries to busy himself. So the Hendersons rolling into town on their cart. What are you going to say, Snacks? What are you going to do?
I was just going to ask what type of vegan cheese it is.
It's soy, isn't it? Isn't that what he said?
Like, are you trying? Is it like a brie or like?
It's more. I cheddared this one, so it's a little bit drier, a bit salty. Got some like nice little fruity notes in
Man,
there.
you guys like food. I have to go get this medicine. He looks so old today.
All right, so the Hendersons are rolling into town. They roll past the resplendent loot on their horse and cart, and actually rock up to the market district, not too far away from you. What are you doing, Zach?
You go get the medicine. I'll yeet over to Bailey's one.
So they head basically almost towards you guys. You know, that's not annoying at all. In the back of their cart, they've got loaded up jugs and jugs of water, as well as some other jars of some large spherical things floating around. They drive the cart straight into the fisheries district, and they park it right in front of a few stalls, like just blatantly in their way.
How many of them are there? Sorry,
There's the 3 Hendersons there, the 3
the
bros.
3 from last night.
Yeah, 3 guys that you threw down with last night.
Biff, Jimmy, and Georgie.
Yep,
Biff.
correct.
Hey, butthead.
That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah, a couple of people that like once were perusing the stores nearby, they hastily have to move out of the way just to make room for this cart. Like, it's just not the sort of thing that anyone else would normally do. They just do it because they can. They all hop off the cart. Jimmy nimbly jumps up onto the back of the cart, and he holds up a jar of the spherical things floating inside for everyone around to see. He doesn't even really like regard you guys. He just sort of looks and then looks away. Maybe just spits a little. Behold, we delve deeper than ever before into the muddy mire of dead men, and we returned with riches. These great delicacies are known to some as caviar, but we're naming these found and patented by us Swamp Egg Delights. They'll be for sale for a limited time, so get in quick. Oh, and another thing, you get a free jug of water with any purchase today, from any store with our water in it. All except for you 3. He points all 3 of you out and spits again towards the ground.
Guys,
Hops down and begins to hand out the water and strange spherical eggs.
genuinely, guys, I genuinely think if we mess with the water, this is going to get so much better.
Dave.
Just wait. Just
They're cornering the market on caviar.
No, but just wait.
Where am I supposed to get that from?
If we mess with their water, this is going to be way funnier.
I think I have a funny idea. So,
What do you got, Science?
what if I just jimmy the lug off one of their cart wheels? So the wheel is still attached, the lug has fallen off. By the time they realise, they'll be long out of town.
I'll distract them while you do that.
Alright, I'm going to try and jimmy the lug off with my hand axe.
All right, give me a perception cliche as you sort of see what's going on around you and how best to distract. And you're going to try and jimmy, so we'll wait for cliche first. Is that another 2? Because, like, seriously, bro. Wow.
3. Where's perception? What am I checking that against? Nothing. It's just perception.
Yeah, probably not a
3.
lot.
I do. I got +3. So
Hey, is
bad.
that
It's
actually
still
enough?
6.
You got an advantage on that?
Yeah, I do.
You're proficient? Yeah.
Yeah, he's proficient, yeah.
8 +3.
All right, cool. So that's a little bit better. You do notice that, like, there is a lot of commotion going on the back end of the cart right now with Jimmy handing out these bottles and stuff. So Georgie, Biff, Jimmy, they're all at the back end of the cart. Not a lot of action at the front, and they're like quite busy selling these things immediately to people who are like lining up to.
Alright, so I'm going to run around to where this line is. And I'm going to immediately push one of the people over and say, don't buy this shit. These guys suck. We beat the shit out of them last night. And I'm going to start doing a dance.
Master
as
says
Snacks
restrain.
does his thing. And then I'm just going to run off.
So you're just gonna
as
do a little
they,
jig
as
and then
they
just...
start to chase me, I'm going to wait till they're like obviously infuriated.
It's a horse-drawn carriage?
It is a horse-drawn carriage, yeah.
Snacks, I could talk to the horse.
It's too late. I've fucked with this stuff pretty
It's
bad.
happening. It's happening now. As you say that, you hear from the back end cliche just like speak up, and you're like,
I helped you out, man. This was your plan.
all right. So Jace, you're gonna try and jimmy the nut, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So what? How? Like,
So-
what are you doing?
Hand axe
Yep.
Farmer,
In the log?
he's pretty...
and just fucking yeet and see if I can just pop it off.
All right, no worries. Give me a strength on it.
He's a farmer. He's got to be like...
14 and
Damn.
plus 3, so 17, yeah.
All right. So you just like, and you feel the thing come very loose immediately.
Yep.
So
Give
I'm-
a couple of half turns, and you can have it in your hand. You taking it entirely off, or are you gonna leave it sort of?
Nah, I think I'll leave it on, but so
Barely.
loose that, you know, hitting a frog's anus will make
Nice.
that thing fall off.
So you take it all the way off, and you hold it in your hand. Then you just ever so lightly twist it back on that half turn sort of
Yeah.
thing. So it's on. It's not going to fall off when they immediately roll away, but a couple of jigs and it could come out.
Perfect.
All right.
I've bailed
And
away
cliche,
from
you've
them,
just run off.
hidden behind like some buildings. They hopefully, yeah.
So they're going to just toss a couple of their jugs of water at you
That's
instead of giving chase, because they're obviously going to leave their cart behind.
Because they're pussies. They know they got beaten last night.
Does he need to dex save?
Yes, you do.
Because I always get hit with thrown objects.
Oh my god, that's a nat 20 on my behalf too.
Old mate rolled a 10.
+2. 12.
All right.
That 20's hard to.
Cool. So 3 jars of water come
Sorry.
flying towards you. And these are not like a regular drinking size jar. These are house sized jars for consumption over, a course of a day or two. Yeah. These are the actual cannon sized jars. These ones right here.
Right,
And
let's do a
3 of them.
test throw.
No.
And you're sort of ducking and weaving, sort of.
Call in here, no.
Oh God.
Is water something of a premium in this town? Like, are we all fighting for
Absolutely.
water?
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
Oh, of course, yeah,
So-
yeah.
You guys would know, because it's not a secret, that the town of Leylon has attempted in its past history to tap some wells. Because it is a town, they do rely on water. They've tried to tap in some wells, but every time they go deep enough, they just seem to hit impassable stone, and they just can't seem to tap into any groundwater at all. So the only source of water that this town can actually acquire is from the Mare of Dead Men, which is on the other side of the Hinderson's property. So without traveling deeply all the way around the Hinderson's property to pick up the water, which no one has actually really achieved. They just get it from the Hindersons instead, because the Mayor of Deadman is dangerous. It's a known fact that the swamps are not a place you go to play in. So they only seem to be able to hold their own because they are big burly blokes and have got a pretty decent setup there on the waterfront. So
Is there I don't know if we know this or anything, but is there capable people in this town, or is it just that everyone's been
These are
bullied?
strange questions to ask as I bolt away from.
Yeah. We'll just continue.
still discussing as like
Can we
greater
discuss
slow motion.
town social intelligence later, maybe?
Yeah. We'll keep going.
okay, and then bottles speed up.
Just
I needed a pop filter. I can't wait for you to edit that.
Two out of three actually definitely are going to hit you, and you're actually going to take a bit of laceration from these glass jars. It's almost half bludgeoning and half piercing, and a little bit of slashing at the same time. So there's a bit of everything here. So as it hits you with a sudden force of a lot of weight, it breaks open on you and it cuts you as it flies past. So you're actually going to take 7 damage from all of that.
I'm gonna run over and
No, don't come near me. Just wait till we meet up later.
He's gone. So he's legged it, and he has managed to sort of dart, fishtailing around, thinking it's going to work. Smash, smash. Another one crashes down near his feet somewhere. He manages to run around the corner. At that point, the Hendersons give up, and they just like, bitch ran away. Start handing out the products again to all the standing by.
Bailey, do you want to go find the medicine because you're a bit more of a knowledgeable bloke with that stuff? I'll go grab old mate's mail and then we'll meet up around your place or something.
yeah. We'll meet at mine.
They're not interested in chasing at the moment, like giving chase to you, cliche.
Yeah. So I'll keep an eye on the guys. I've seen which directions they've gone, so I will meet up with them. Yeah, at Bailey's, I think.
I'll quickly
It seems like they know what they're doing to help me out. So yeah.
I'll quickly stop by Bob and say, look, I'll be back. There's something stuck right there in my
You'll
throat.
be back after your isolation period.
It's just a bit of that Stroman.
So you run out, Snacks, you sort of just meld into the crowd and disappear out the back end of the market area. And Bailey, you are just sort of, after having a chat to Bob the fisherman again, Bob's like, just stop.
Okay. And then I'll
You're gonna make this worse for me, I swear. And he's like, looks super like worried. He's just like, I don't have much left.
well, I'll be like, okay, and I'll try and walk off, and then I'll go. Try the cheese. It's really, really nice. Just go. And then I'll run off to where we get the medicine. Is it like an apothecary? Is it?
Yes, so medicine is just outside of town, actually. It's not inside of Leylon per se.
Right, okay.
There's a windmill just outside of town, and you know that's pretty much the only place you're going to get any sort of apothecary needs. And yeah, so that's where you would probably be headed. And Snacks, you're heading to go get the mail, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the mail is just from your general store.
Yeah.
So that one here would be Barthen's Provisions, and it's a pretty basic sort of general goods sort of store setup, but they also get their mail there too. So, yeah. So Snacks, you head over to Barthen's Provisions. There's a little bit of a hustle and bustle there in the morning time. Not a huge amount going on. Just a few people coming and going, just sort of trading off a few different wares. A couple of people walking out with some hemp and rope, and that's really about it.
Yeah. Just walk up to the counter. Any mail for the Mountain Master? Just picking it up for cliche.
Yeah, like every day. No.
Thanks anyway, bud.
All right. Good seeing you again.
All right, I'm gonna head
You're
to.
gonna check your own while you're there.
Who sends mail to me? Ain't nobody getting my mail.
We're the only 2 people plus his wife that know him.
50 years.
Maybe I'll get fan mail from some people from the Resplendent Loop.
Just that one guy. That
little
one
early
guy.
on. A little early on.
It's fine.
It'll probably
They can
still
stock
be
my
in
PO box.
process. All right. And so you're headed off to Bailey's now?
Yeah.
Rightio. So you head off up the hill to Bailey's. So Bailey, you just headed outside of town of Leylon. You've just gone a little bit east. I'm just trying to think of what the map looks like when I don't have it on me. East of where Leylon is,
Okay.
and a little north as well. So you sort of loop around the wall.
Even.
Yeah, even. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of where it is on the map. I don't have it on me right now. So you head out towards that way. It's a bit of a walk, so it's a bit of a trudge, and it's going to take you about 20-30 minutes of walking, especially with your little feet
Okay.
as you go. So the store's actually a working windmill, and it's quite large. As you step inside, the sweet smell of something sort of bubbling over a small cauldron hits your nose. A lift on a clever pulley system is lowering itself down from way up inside of the windmill. Doesn't seem to be a set of stairs that you would expect to see spiraling upwards. As you look up, there are just shelves lining as high as you can see up inside of the windmill. So they've utilized all of the space against the walls as shelving for all of the different potions that she seems to store there. A lady wearing tight black clothes steps off of the lift as it lowers it down to the bottom. She's young and her beauty almost sort of sparkles off of her skin. Oh, hey there. What can I do you for?
Good day. I'm just looking for some medicine for old master in the mountains.
And what does he need?
Sleeping cell.
It carries on the wind.
He needs help sleeping. I've already tried giving him some pipe weed. I think he needs something a little stronger.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
From memory, old man up on the hill. Okay, so we're talking old man from the dojo, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay. So from
How many old men on the hill are there?
Maybe there's a lot of
quite a lot of hills.
Yeah.
You guys are right next to the mountains. So en route, I don't think worked for him, last I recall. So nothing natural. I think we're going to need a brewed potion for him, to be honest. I'm almost certain. It's been a while. I haven't had to make one for him for a while, but yeah.
I haven't seen the old man for a while, so I don't know. This is I'm just doing an errand for cliche. He seems a little worried about him, so I really want to make sure we get something that'll help.
Well, look, I haven't had much coming in, so my stock from sea doesn't seem to arrive when I order it, and my stuff from land, it's only just enough to sort of supply the travelers as they travel past. So I'm almost burning through these potions as quickly as I can make them, and as far as a sleeping potion is concerned, I just don't have what it's going to take for what I need for it right now. I'm expecting a delivery maybe tomorrow. Come back then. I might have the ingredients, and then I can see about payment prior to making the brew.
Look,
I'm sorry I can't help you any further, but supply's been hard.
I know, but look, supply's been hard for all of us for a long time. I'm sorry. I want to be amicable, but this is something that's been going on for a while. So
This is true.
I'm gonna need something now to at least help him.
Oh, well, I can give you his own route, and I'm not sure if it's going to work for the master or not. So look, I mean, while you're here, maybe a love tonic. I have one brewing up right now.
Look at this.
Please.
Look at this. I'm a great cook. I brew my own wine. I'm good. You can brew love potion.
All right then.
All right. Well, I'll take the Alner, and I'll grab some more pipe weed while I'm here.
All right. Sure.
An ounce, please.
An ounce. So you would know that there are a couple of different places you can get pipeweed from, and this one is definitely one of them. It's not illegal, and so
It's not legal.
It's not illegal,
Right.
So Ginkgo from Bloodstone Apothecary can get you it, but you do know it is a little bit more pricey here as opposed to in town. But you're right here, right now, if you just don't care.
Yeah, that's what I was just. I'm a little low, so I might as well just. I'll just get an ounce. Might get me through tonight, and then
Tonight.
and then I'll get some more of the cheaper stuff tonight.
Oh, all right. Okay, no worries. Okay. So she's like weighs it up on this elaborate set of scales and bags it up for you. This is where we diverge into just the slums.
Can I get that double wrap, please?
All right, cool. Wraps it up in a bag for you and hands it over. She's like, "Oh, 1 silver, 2 copper, please."
1 silver, of course. And I hand over a silver.
And 2 copper, please, dear.
Okay. And I'll hand over 2 copper. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Pleasure, as always. She gives you a bit of a sly wink as you head out the door.
She's into the Hobbit.
I think she's into money.
I take it as she's into me because she was trying to sell me a love potion. So I pretend to drop something and I go, "Oops," and I bend over.
She immediately tries to beat you to it, and she's like, "Let me get that," and just bends down and just sort of lets the breasts do the talking.
I do the same.
You're both breasting off against each other. Oh wow. Okay. And that awkward transaction is done, and she's back on the lift and stuff too.
Cool. Well, I'll make my way quickly back.
Next time on Dungeons and Discourse, Bailey drugs an old man.
I'll make I'll reduce the psychedelic mushrooms while I'm at home. And I'll try and make a little bit, just a really, really, really mild dose to try and help the master.